Hey everyone, Pastor Matt here. I just wanted to give you an update for our church family as well as a word of encouragement for your day. As you know, we're in the middle of phase 1 and we are looking forward to phase 2 where we hopefully will be able to come back together into our building to be able to worship alongside of one another. We have been so blessed by God over the last couple of months to be able to stream the gospel around the world. We've been able to talk with so many people just to be able to share about the goodness and the love of Jesus Christ from South America to Norway and back again. It's been incredible. And at the same time, we miss worshiping with you, being in the same room together with you, to be able to praise our God and to grow together. And so right now, our staff and our leaders are working hard to figure out what exactly phase 2 will look like for us. So I just want to invite you, can you pray for us, please? Just that God would give us wisdom as to what that is going to look like. And as updates become available, we will be putting that up on our website, FBCJC.com, as well as our social media platforms, Facebook and Instagram. So as things become available, you can go check out those sites. Hopefully stuff will be coming out in the next couple of weeks as we get into June as to what the plan is. So please be praying for us and you can be checking those sites. As we've been talking about all this, I've realized just how much information is out there. It can be overwhelming at times, and for anybody, it can be a point of tension because there's just so much, and it's hard to sift through all of it. And I'm reminded as we look at all of this, as we look at phase 2, I'm reminded of the last 9 months for my wife and I. We have a 9-month-old baby girl that we've been learning just how to love, how to raise, and there's a lot of information out there about how to raise a baby. And because there's so much information, it can be confusing at times. Who to listen to, what to do, all of that. Like, just for example, there have been so many sites and resources that have said, like, you need to feed your baby this. And then another resource or site will say, don't feed your baby that, you need to feed them this. And so it's just confusing during this time. And Tiffany and I have just entered it with a lot of grace. Our focus is not trying to be right about this, that Tiffany needs to be right or I need to be right about the information. Because our focus isn't on us. Our focus is on our daughter and how to best love her and take care of her. And so we're not letting this information, all this information, become a point of tension as best as we can, but instead we are approaching it with grace towards one another and just doing what we can to walk with one another in peace and unity and grace. And that is my heart for our church and for all churches as we look towards reopening, that we would enter our church buildings, that we would engage one another with grace, peace, and unity. I look at Ephesians 4, 1-3, which says, walk in a manner worthy of the calling to which you have been called, with all humility and gentleness, with patience, bearing with one another in love, eager to maintain the unity of the Spirit in the bond of peace. That is my heart. That is my heart desire for our church and all churches, like I said, during this time, that we would maintain unity. Because there's so much information out there, we're going to see things that are different than what we've been used to or what we may even agree with. There are going to be people that when we show up at church that are going to choose to wear masks, and there's going to be people that choose not to. There's going to be people that choose to wear gloves and people that choose not to. There's going to be people that will want to give hugs, and there's going to be people that are going to want to stay 12 feet apart. But through all of this, what is our focus? Our focus should be Jesus Christ, to maintain the gospel of Jesus Christ, to share his love as best as we can. And so that means for us to enter with grace, with peace, and a focus of unity. So when I walk through the doors of the church, when we open phase 2, know that I'm going to be entering with that mindset in mind. And I encourage you to do the same. Look at Ephesians 4, 1 through 3. Pray over it. Pray for your staff, your leaders, as we look to what God would have us do during this time and how we can be stewards of grace and peace and unity. So thank you, everyone, for tuning in, for listening. I hope you're encouraged. We're praying for you, and we can't wait to see you again. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.